Before you book your next cruise, stop because I just got off one of the biggest cruise ships in the world and I tested what is actually worth your money and what is a total waste. And trust me, some of them might surprise you. Stay tuned. Hey friends, if you're new here, I'm Stephanie with Do Stuff for Steph, and I just finished cruise number 20. I cruise a lot, and I am sharing with you what exactly is worth your money and what's not, and so you can cruise smart in 2026. Let's start with the first one and the one that everybody talks about, the drink package. Is it worth it or should you just let it go? Well, it all depends. For me, it would not be worth it because I've currently reached diamond level, which means I get 4 drinks a day. And I'm also I'm prime level in the casino. So I get free drinks while I'm in the casino, in addition to my 4 free drinks a day. And I don't drink alcohol, friends. Well, I take that back. I don't drink very much alcohol. So for someone like me, it's better to just go a la carte and just do 1 drink at a time. It would be worth it if you drank 5 to 6 drinks per day, okay? Because the alcohol package is charged per day. And keep in mind, if you are going to be in port and off the ship, like in Mexico or the Bahamas or Puerto Rico, you are going to have to pay for your drinks off the ship everywhere but Coco Cay or Labadee, because those are ports and those restaurants are not connected to the cruise ship. So think about how many days you're going to be importing off the ship. Do you really want to pay for a drink package on those days where you're going to be off the ship most of the time? And it would also be worth it if you love specialty coffee, fresh juices, and bottled water. However, I would say this, they do have juice complimentary at breakfast and regular coffee, cream and sugar at all of the meals complimentary, and you can get ice water, which I actually prefer filtered ice water at any of the food venues. So that kind of takes away, like, those aren't the selling points to me for the drink package. It's not worth it if you are a light drinker. Like I said, you're going to spend a lot of time off of the ship, or if a person in your party is not a drinker at all. With the alcoholic package, the premium one that includes all the alcohol, everybody in your stateroom over 21 has to purchase the package, and that will add up quickly and potentially adding thousands to your cruise vacation. So I suggest you calculate before you buy. Don't just assume that it's a deal. If you don't have heavy drinkers in your family and everyone that is in your stateroom, then you should probably pass on this one and save that money for the casino. Number 2, let's talk about specialty dining. So, fun fact about me is that I have attended all of the specialty dining restaurants on Wonder of the Seas. I have not been on Icon or Star, so I have not had an opportunity to go to the supper club, and I have not done the train one on Utopia because it's always sold out. But all of the other ones I have eaten at, and I probably should do some review videos because I do enjoy specialty dining, and I got to experience it when we were Star Class because it is part of the Star Class package. Typically, when I'm not Star Class, which is 99% of the time, I do not eat at specialty dining. And if I do, it is just like one night. So I do think it's worth it. to do 1 or 2 nights because they run specials all the time and you can get them for a deal, especially before pre boarding. But even when you're on the ship, they often have deals for the nights like that aren't booked up. If you're celebrating an anniversary or something special, a birthday, or you're just a foodie, it's definitely worth giving it a try. It is not worth it to do it every night because honestly, the main dining room food in places like the Windjammer have great food to eat and it is already included in the cruise fare. So if you're running tight on money, um, forego the specialty dining and reallocate that to another area of your budget. This next one might shock you. It's excursions. Now, I have a mixed ideas about excursions. I do believe if an excursion is far away, you, I'm talking some of these excursions, it's like a 90-minute ride out into the away from the port, and anything can happen. I believe that you should book them through the cruise port. However, if it is something that you is close by, like we went to a turtle sanctuary um, on a Disney cruise, and I cannot remember the port off the top of my head, but we had been there before, so we knew that it was close. We took a city bus there. We just purchased it like a regular like tourist. It was a third of the price. And then we took the city bus back and had plenty of time, and we were not tied up with the comings and goings of a large group. Because when you go on an excursion, the everybody's got to make some money. The cruise line as well as the local vendor, and so those prices are elevated. You have to go and come with the group when you do it. Um, and so I feel like it just depends on what it is. Like in Jamaica, going to the Duns River Falls was like a 90-minute one-way bus ride, and we were late getting back, but because we were and way late, like 2 hours late getting back to the port, because we had booked that with Royal Caribbean and everybody else on that bus was on our ship with us, we knew that they were not, the stress of being left was not there because we knew that they would not leave us because we were on one of their approved excursions. So you've got to kind of think about, do some research on them, look at them. If you're a scaredy cat like me, 90% of the time, just it's worth the peace of mind to book through the cruise line. They do offer deals if you pre book. So look on there and kind of wait for when they're running a special and book it then. The cruise line excursions, they are convenient, like they are expensive, but they are going to give you peace of mind. Third party excursions are usually much, much cheaper, but if you're not at the port or the timing is tight, I would not do it. I would book through the cruise line or just do something close by in the port area that you can walk to. The fourth one is internet at sea. Now, when I first started cruising, the internet was garbage and not really worth paying for, but it has gotten better. And I do work while I'm on the cruise ship, so I purchased the internet package for me. I do not purchase it for my husband or kids. If my oldest daughter, this one who's 23, wants it, like on our last cruise, she wanted it, so she purchased it for herself. It is worth it if you need to work or you're posting content like I like to do. It is not worth it. Other than that, your kids need to disconnect. They don't need to do TikToks. They don't need to be on social media. They don't need to keep in contact with their friends. They're on vacation. Um, if we have it because we're star class, I let them have it, but I would not pay extra for it. I feel like it is extremely expensive just for my kiddos to be able to send TikToks. They can record videos on their phone and upload them in the airport while we're waiting to come home. Check your phone plan. Some work in port for free. Like my phone works in Mexico for free. And so all of my kids as well. So if you have a Mexico heavy itinerary, you might not even need to worry about it at all. The next place you need to think about are those spa treatments. I love the spa. The spa is so relaxing, but it is very expensive. But is it worth it? It just depends. They have port day specials. They have embarkation day specials. They often run a special on the thermal suite, which I love to do. Oh, it's like these heated loungers, and if you have back pain like I do, it is just so relaxing. And if they're running a special, I will I will get it if we have the room and the budget for it. It is not worth it for the full price treatments. Trust me, wait for deals. I get a massage here once a month, and I have the same massage therapist here at home. And so she just knows what to work on. I have some sciatic nerve pain, some lower back pain that she really focuses on. And I just never feel like a random massage therapist is worth the money just because they don't know my problem areas in my body like my person here. But if you are not a person that gets massages regularly and you got the extra dough, treat yourself. But also check out some of the other services because, like I said, if you are like once a year, this is you're gonna do your big one on vacation, go ahead, look at that, but wait for the specials or check out the specials that they run before you get on the cruise ship because they do offer some good deals on services prior to cruising. The beauty of cruising is that you know what you're getting into. You've got it paid off before you even take the vacation. So don't want to add a lot of extra expenses while you're on the ship. So keep in mind these things are absolutely free and amazing, and you should take advantage of them while you're cruising. One, the shows. Seriously, we go to a show every night. I think that the shows are Broadway level. That Aqua show, I've been to the Bellagio in Las Vegas, and I feel like I have seen the Aqua show now on four different ships. It is better than and it's included in the cruise fare. The stage productions are awesome. The comedians are funny. Give the shows and other activities an opportunity. Don't miss out on those because there is great value in those shows. Of course, the pools and the hot tubs, and if you're on an Oasis or Icon class ship, those water slides, I think, is it the Freedom class might have water slides as well. Those are all free. So make sure you take advantage of that, as well as the miniature golf, the flow rider, the rock climbing wall, the ultimate abyss slides, and the sports corner area for the teens, as well as the activity clubs for the young kids, the preteens, and the teens. Those are all activities that are included in your cruise fare, and you should take advantage of them. As well as the many different dining places. There are sandwiches at Cafe Promenade and desserts, the pizza at Sorrento's, the hot dogs and sausages at the Dog House, um, Cafe the Central Park Cafe on Oasis. Um, they have paninis, those steak sandwiches, soup, create your own salad. All of that is included with your cruise fare. And I think I've done a couple of videos on what restaurants are included on Wonder of the Seas. So if you like those type of videos, I can make them for other ships that I've been on, so you know exactly what food is complimentary and which food you're going to have to pay a little bit up for. In addition to what all of the things I just listed, check out the compass in your app, the cruise compass. It has activities all day long for you to partake in, and it will let you know if they are included complimentary with your cruise fare or if there is an additional upcharge. So I have done these guacamole one, and that was a charge, but it was well worth it. Realistically, you can go on your cruise ship and get off and zero out, especially if you did your gratuity. Um, you pay for your gratuity when you booked. You can zero out, have no extra charges on your cruise bill. Is that very fun? I mean, it's up to you. But honestly, some of the reasons that I love cruising so much are the free things, the relaxation I get from sitting in the solarium or sitting out on my balcony watching, enjoying a cup of coffee, making memories with my family, chatting at our dinner in the main dining room about our day. I just love cruising for all of those reasons, and it really is for my family for the most affordable way to vacation. And I know I take a lot of cruises, but I know a lot of people get on a cruise ship and they get everything, they run it up. And honestly, if you pulled back on some of those things and budgeted a little bit differently, instead of taking one cruise a year, you might be able to take two or more. Just saying, that's what your girl does. So now it's your turn. Tell me what other items that you spend your money on a cruise, or things that you think are not cost efficient so you don't partake. Let's discuss it down in the comments, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more cruise content as well as solo mom travel content. I'll see you in the next one, friends.